We're here to tell you guys about the 2008 Hyperlite State Board. The State Board is actually one of the best-selling SKUs that Hyperlite has ever produced, and the reason for that being, Jeremy and I actually see tons and tons of people wakeboard every day, and everybody seems to have a lot easier time leaning on their heel side edge, jumping the wake heel side, doing everything heel side than they do toe side.
Yeah, and then it seems like they always can get out to their heel side, then when it comes time to cut in toe side, it seems like they really have a hard time turning the board on edge, turning their back to the boat, and carrying speed to the wake and actually jump the wake toe side.
Right. We took this problem to one of the best coaches the industry has ever seen, and he helped us design the first asymmetrical shape. Asymmetrical meaning one side, the heel side, is built completely different from the toe side. So when we flip this board over and look at the bottom of it, you notice on the heel side that the side cut, or this last 12 inches of the board here, is nice and round. So when the board goes on edge, leaning against your heels, it allows that board to sit in deeper and edge aggressively to the wake.
Also seems like it's got two different fins here, right? I mean, the heel side fin looks to be a little more shallow, and the toe side fin looks to be a little bigger.
Jeremy, you're completely right. This is a 0.5 fin over here and a 0.7 over here. On the heel side, because of that round side cut, it sits in a little bit deeper, so you don't need the same grippiness as you do on your toe side. But on the toe side, we've not only the 0.7 fin, but we've really teed up the side cut, squared it up. So it doesn't sit in as deep, and when it gets to the wake, it deflects off the wake really, really easily, making those toe side wake jumps super, super easy.
And then, not to mention the rocker line, you know, we also gave it a subtle 3-stage rocker line, so as the board hits the wake, it'll give it a little bit of an extra pop to really help the beginners get up, get the extra height and distance that they need to go wake to wake for their
Yeah, it's not that big abrupt pop, but it's almost like a crutch. You don't have to cut in so hard. It gives you that subtle pop that allow you to cross the wakes easily. And along with that pop, we actually did a video study where the wakeboard lands, and most people think a wakeboard lands in the center, but it actually landed in these sections right before the tip and the tail. And we put these lateral anti-slip fins, meaning if you land out there in the flats and the little stiff-legged, the board's not going to slip out from under you.
Yes. And then also one question I hear a lot, Eddie, maybe in your experience as well, is as soon as we tell somebody this is an asymmetrical shape, they say, well, what if I'm right foot forward and my brother's left foot forward?
Great question. It doesn't really matter. It's asymmetrical means the heel side of the boot always goes to the heels, and the toe side always goes to the toe side. It actually has a little feet or footprint underneath the boots to show you that diagram to keep you headed in the right direction all the time.
Awesome. So great board, great price point, hits that key
Yeah,
number.
it meets that key price point. Great selling SKU. Easy board to develop a style on.